You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe. In the news, setting the record straight, prosecution of Senator Natasha is legal, proper, and not a gag on free speech. Recent public commentary on the federal government's decision to file criminal charges against Senator Natasha has been riddled with misconceptions, political undertones, and an unfortunate misrepresentation of the facts, contrary to the sensational narrative being peddled. The decision to prosecute Senator Natasha is neither a vendetta nor a suppression of dissent. It is a lawful and constitutionally grounded action based on verifiable facts and process. Senator Akpoti had publicly alleged, without credible evidence, that Senate President Akpabio was involved in organ harvesting, and that the same Senator Akpabio and Yaya Bello, former governor of Kogi State, had plotted to assassinate her in Kogi State. These are not mere criticisms or political rhetoric. They are grave and potentially destabilizing criminal allegations. Following petitions from the accused parties, the Nigeria Police Force conducted a thorough investigation. The outcome of that investigation concluded that Senator Akpoti's statements were false and defamatory. Consequently, the matter was referred to the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, who, in line with his constitutional powers under Section 174 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, filed a 3-count criminal charge against her. The AGF decision was not arbitrary. It followed an independent police investigation and legal review. It is crucial to stress that the Nigerian Constitution empowers the AGF to institute criminal proceedings in the name of the federal government. This is not an abuse of power. It is the exercise of legal responsibility. The law does not and must not shield anyone from accountability simply because they are a senator or a woman. To suggest that this prosecution is a method of silencing dissent is to ignore the dangerous precedent that unsubstantiated and defamatory claims can be made with impunity. Freedom of speech is a fundamental right, but it is not absolute. It does not extend to making baseless, damaging, and malicious allegations against others without consequences. Let it be clear, this case is not about silencing a woman or a political opponent. It is about the rule of law. Senator Akpoti is being called to account not for expressing an opinion, but for making specific serious criminal accusations, which after investigation were found to be false. Framing this prosecution as an attack on gender or political expression is both irresponsible and misleading. It trivializes genuine cases of political persecution and gender-based suppression. The notion that every action taken against a female public official amounts to misogyny undermines the integrity of legitimate legal processes and disrespects the principles of equality before the law. In a democracy, the law must apply equality to all, regardless of status, gender, or political affiliation. The federal government has acted within its legal bounds, following due process and in accordance with the principles of justice. Turning a legal matter rooted in facts and evidence into a political or gender crusade is not only disingenuous, it is also dangerous. Rather than promote a culture where defamation is cloaked as activism, Nigerians must support a system where accountability, truth, and justice prevail. No one is above the law, and that is the hallmark of a true democracy. Let Senator Natasha Akpoti come forward and present evidence of those grave allegations and turn the table against the complainants. It is in our own interest. It was Mr. Nnamdi Ikechi that writes in from Lagos. Well, of course, a lot of things need to be looked into critically. Looking from the view of this writer, of course, when the situation on ground was still in a baby stage, people may have that empathy or sympathy or sentiment for Senator Akpoti Uduaghan, and people still have it up till now. Because, of course, we know in our kind of society, where we have a sitting president who said his own wife business is in the other room, that his position, his place is in the kitchen. In a world where women are the, presidents and chairman and MDs of World Trade Organization or World Bank and things like that, then somebody in this generation who happen to be a sitting president, somebody who we all believe should be a well exposed, of course also well read person, should say such a thing. Of course, that will warrant that the law should be allowed to protect the vulnerables. And like in this case, a woman, for example, that he said is to be relegated into the kitchen. But then also in the area of the fact that some of the things that men in Africa do about women, and not even some all parts of the world too, is not really something to write home about. Of course, sexual harassment is a grave issue too. We should also not allow it. But looking at the point of view from where the victim is now, taking an opportunity, trying to confuse everyone, and then beginning to raise some allegations that after due investigation, so because I want us to use that, take care of that word, due investigation, it was found that all she was saying are all shams, are all, lies. And at the end of the day, of course, she should pay for the, defamation of character, and even for some of the damages that might have done to the image of the persons involved. In this case, it is Senator Natasha who at one time had accused or raised an allegation, alarm, that Senator Akpabio and former governor of Kogi State, Governor Yaya Bello, were trying to assassinate her. Why? Because of what? And then at the end of the day, when the police went into the matter and investigated, it was found out that it was just false alarm. It was false. And then because it wasn't true, of course, it is the work of the police to report the case, because they will not want to take laws into their hands, and their job is to take the matter to court. And as soon as the matter got to the table of the Attorney General of the Federation, who by the law, he can institute a case on behalf of the federal government, of course, the needful was done. So we really want Senator Natasha to debunk all those things by coming up with evidences, so that we can say Nigerian police, of course, they are at it again and they are lying. But if she refuses to come with real one-time evidence, it will be a very difficult thing. And we hope nobody will begin to politicize the matter and also add sentiment to it. Let's be waiting for our rebuttal. Don't forget to like, make sure you share, and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.